Hello, this is Irina K, and welcome back to my channel AstroBabushka. I am a Vedic astrology and I apply ancient 3000 years old knowledge to modern times. You can book consultation with me through a link in description. So today we are going to talk about something that always sparks excitement in astrology circles: Jupiter exalted in Cancer. People hear exalted Jupiter and immediately think miracles, blessings, wealth, and wisdom. And yes, Jupiter in Cancer is its place of greatest strength. But strength is not always comfortable. A planet at a full force expands everything it touches, both the good and the difficult. And this time, there's an extra layer. While Jupiter is exalted, it's also forming a rare opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. That's not just cosmic candy. That's a cosmic explosion or dynamite. So let's unpack what this means for the collective and also for different rising signs. Jupiter traditionally is called Guru, the great teacher. Wherever it goes, it brings growth, expansion, meaning, dharma, and wisdom. In Cancer, Jupiter is said to be exalted because Cancer is natural fourth house of comfort, nurturing, emotional security. So Jupiter here wants to protect, to give abundantly, to expand nourishment. But remember, expansion has no brakes. Jupiter does not ask, should I expand this? It just expands. If you're expanding wisdom, it's beautiful. But if you are expanding depths, pride, or unhealthy attachments, then it becomes a burden. So exalted Jupiter is like being giving a powerful amplifier. If you play harmony, it echoes harmony. But if you play noise, it amplifies chaos. Now, let's talk about the blemish. From July to September 2026, exalted Jupiter in Cancer will stand in direct opposition to Pluto in Capricorn. The exact clash is July 21st, 2026 at 10 degrees sidereal Cancer, Capricorn. Pluto is the lord of hidden power, obsessions, control, death, and rebirth. It digs up what's buried. So what happens when Jupiter's expansion collides with Pluto's intensity? We get inflation meeting collapse, optimism colliding with ruthless reality, faith challenged by control systems. On a collective level, this can bring power struggles between nations, especially around resources and ideology. Financial bubbles that burst because of hidden corruption. Religious or ideological fanatics gaining ground and then being exposed. Leaders who appear righteous but whose shadows are revealed. For us personally, it's a test of integrity. Exalted Jupiter wants to believe, to trust. Pluto says, prove it. Strip away illusions, face the shadow. So, even though Jupiter is exalted, this opposition makes it a time of extremes, not comfort. Now, let's make this real with examples by Lagna or ascendant. Remember, the same exalted Jupiter will act differently depending on your rising sign because it rules different houses. For example, Libra Lagna, Jupiter rules your 3rd and 6th houses, both challenging areas. Exalted in the 10th can put you in the spotlight, but it may also bring public battles, lawsuits, or workplace enemies. With Pluto opposing, career highs and lows could come suddenly. One moment admired, the next exposed. The lesson: integrity in public life. Next will be Capricorn Lagna. And here, Jupiter rules your 3rd and 12th houses. Exalted in your 7th can bring relationships, contracts, even international ties, but Pluto's opposition can turn partnerships into arenas of control, manipulation, or financial drain. Be careful who you bind yourself to during this transit. Now, Gemini Lagna, Jupiter rules your 7th and 10th houses. Exalted in your 7th house looks wealthy, but it can inflate ego, attachment to status, and family disputes. Add Pluto in the 8th opposing. Secrets about money, inheritances, or shared values can explode into conflict. Virgo Lagna or Ascendant, Jupiter rules your 4th and 7th houses. Exalted in the 11th seems wonderful for gains and networks, but Pluto's opposition in the 5th can bring rivalries, betrayals in friendships, or creative projects blocked by power struggles. Too much ambition can backfire. Next, Aquarius Lagna, and Jupiter rules your 2nd and 11th houses. Exalted in the 6th highlights service, debts, and health. It can help you overcome enemies, but it also magnifies disputes. With Pluto opposing in the 12th house, beware of burnout, hidden enemies, and legal complications. Your gains may come only through sacrifice and hard work. So as you see, each Lagna has its own challenge, but the theme is the same. Jupiter inflates and Pluto tests. We also need to note, exalted Jupiter doesn't act in vacuum. If you're running Saturn or Rahu dashas, Jupiter's beneficence can be blocked or distorted. Instead of wisdom, you get dogma. If Jupiter is aspected by malefics like Mars, Rahu, or Ketu, it can swing toward fanaticism, overreach, or moral hypocrisy. If exalted Jupiter falls in your 6th, 8th, or 12th houses, it may expand debts, upheavals, or losses rather than blessings. And if Jupiter happens to be your Karesh, then its exaltation can be especially heavy. Instead of blessings, it may magnify health issues, crises, or endings during its periods. This is why exaltation is never a one-size-fits-all promise. So here's the takeaway. Exalted Jupiter in Cancer is a powerful transit, but don't fall for the illusion that it's all blessings. The Pluto opposing in 2026, this is a period of truth tests. Whatever is inflated without roots will collapse. Whatever is grounded in wisdom will grow stronger. The advice is simple. Use Jupiter's power for humility, study, spiritual practice, and generosity. Don't chase excess or ego, because Jupiter will magnify whatever you lean into. In 2026, Jupiter and Pluto together say, build on truth or face the consequences. Thank you for watching.